We should open the thing.
Yeah.
The thing. Why would we do that?
Yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, we're
I don't
live.
know.
The thing.
Yeah, we're
I don't
live.
know.
Are we though?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
we're
we
live.
are.
Are we though?
Hello, everyone, and welcome
Yes.
to another episode of Storytime with Scrappy and Friends. My name is ScrappyFan92, and with me today is /R, Harry, Raideran, and Joey.
I am.
I heard you say /R, like
Is-
subreddit.
Oh yeah.
It-
When are we getting the Storytime with Scrappy subreddit?
Oh god. Oh, that
I said is /R because I don't know grammar. So anyways, let's get to it. Last time on Total Drama Equestria, the teams are given a time...
No.
This isn't right.
Everyone leaves the call.
Oh my god.
What happened?
What happened?
Did he actually leave the call?
Scrappy, did you die on us already?
That was Joey who left.
Oh.
Oh. What the hell?
That's how you know the joke was too funny.
All right, take three. Take three, guys. Position.
I'm not starting the stream
action.
again. I'm not
What
starting
joke
the
you-
stream
what,
over.
What joke are you talking about? We said we were going to read Total Drama Equestria Chapter 3. Like,
No.
you know.
Cut.
Anyway, since we're just kind of in a we're in a between period for stories right now, so we're just gonna circle back to the stopgap. And that stopgap. Pardon,
I'm kidding.
I couldn't even hear it. I don't know what you said.
Words.
Yeah.
I think it should be worth knowing that I think we were gonna read, was it Future Mario Bros again, but we don't have Tanner, so
Yeah, that was the plan, but then Tanner.
yeah.
We were gonna do a lot of things, and a lot of things happened.
Because
We just can't do a Mario story without Tanner's Luigi. You just can't.
Who else was in that?
I don't know.
Me
I know. Yeah, I think Joey was there.
And
I-
you were there, and you were there.
Yeah.
I need to keep a table just for who attended which episode.
Oh.
Okay, so excuse me.
Imagine owning a table.
Devil.
We didn't even make it out of the intro, and we're already talking shit.
God.
So anyway, we're back to one of our stopgaps, and that is Scrappy for the love of Pete, not Scrappy Fan, Scrappy Doo and the Creep Kids.
Scrappy Fan and the Creep Kids, you're in this story?
Scrappy, is this another goddamn self-insert? I thought we spoke about these.
I thought we were writing one. Previously on this story, Scrappy Doo and his gaggle of monster misfits reunited with the Grimwood girls and set out. I typed out a summary. I'm not sure why I'm stumbling over this. And set out on a military-sanctioned mission. So yeah, they're on a field trip. They gotta leave their school because all of monsterdom might be in danger.
Which I would like to point out that everyone else is blundering, but I'm the one that got shot in the head yesterday.
With paint,
Oh,
with
yeah.
paintballs, and just so everyone is clear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you shouldn't be alive.
I mean, that's not the first reason, but I'll allow it.
God.
Anyway,
You worry me sometimes.
We're not getting into it, though.
No.
we're since Savior isn't here, we're just kind of keeping the hot potato. We're just passing the hot potato again in this case. Raideran will be taking over for the role of Scrappy Doo. At this point, him getting recast every time we resume the story is just the only running gag we have.
This is like, and this is like Scooby Doo, Scrappy Doo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's like, was it Sparks in the Legend of Spyro series? Just get a voice change every game.
So, yeah. For clarification, Raider Man was voicing Scrappy, Tug, Miguel, Baxter, those three are the Grim Callaway cadets, excuse me. Sibella the Vampire, Winnie the Werewolf, and Miss Grimwood. Joey, if he's feeling up to it, will be voicing Jacqueline and OC. Colonel Calloway matches the Dragon, Tanis the Mummy, Elsa, who's just like Frankenstein's monster's daughter, Cadet Grunt, and Eddie and Harry. Not our Harry, but like they're a Jekyll Hyde pair, so...
But I've secretly been a Scooby-Doo character this entire time. I somehow made it into the real world.
You were able to completely shatter the fourth wall and beyond.
Yes.
I will be handling Donald Gray, who's like the son of Dorian Gray, Phantasma the Ghost, Rodney, the Invisible Boy, and whichever incidentals show up.
What I'm imagining Grunt and Eddie as is basically Crab and Boyle specifically from the PS1 Philosopher's Stone game.
Go nuts. Alright. This is Scrappy Doo and the Crib Kids by Math16 or Math16, I don't know. Chapter 6, Area 53. We cut to the interior of the Air Tandem Rotor helicopter in the afternoon. Everyone is sitting on metal benches. Donald is practicing on a violin. Phantasma is watching him sublimely. And a pilot speaks. We will be landing soon. Donald. Really? Are we almost there? But I'm almost through half my symphonies. Oh, gosh. Sorry.
F.
Gosh darn it. You know, there's no one's in my house, but I'm still scared to, like, start cackling.
Yeah, express yourself.
Yeah!
Mike just isn't even picking it up.
Oh, gosh. Hold on. Gotta get into character. So you're a music lover too, huh? Well, I wouldn't use the term lover, but yes. And I must say the music I heard you play was, how should I say, exquisite. Goodness gracious. Thanks. You're not so bad yourself. Thank you. I've had many years of practice. Many, many years. Meanwhile, Jacqueline is depressed. She's seated next to Tanis.
I'm sorry. Oh shit, it's also me. For what? Lying to you? It's okay. Nobody got hurt. I know, but I just don't like it when I'm not truthful. You were only doing what you were told. It's not your fault. Yeah, I guess so.
Meanwhile, the Callaway cadets are just glaring at Rodney with a snarl. Rodney takes notice. Let's see. What? Said Rodney, and Tug responds.
Yeah, I'm figuring out. Oh, nothing. Perhaps we're still pretty mad that you used our own security system against us.
Affirmative, says Jamal. Oh, wow, Harry, you're here.
Yeah, Harry, it's your line. No, it's fine. And no, I'm not gonna do the obvious joke.
I kind of want to try and let's see you trying to imitate me and see what it comes out as.
No, because I can't do real people most of the time. Unless their voices are specifically exaggerated. So basically it's Jekyll and Hyde, so it's basically Crab and Boyle sort of thing. Oh yeah, I bet it was hilarious. I have pictures in my mind on how it happened.
Hey, that's not very nice.
That Scrappy do.
So fucking confusing. I'm Harry, freaking Scrappy.
You're Harry. I'm Scrappy.
Who's Tanner?
That's Harry. Third base.
Oh yeah, this is gonna get nuts very quick. I didn't realize.
Let me guess. There's a Joe in here somewhere.
I wish.
Oh no.
Joe Mall.
Hey.
Close enough. So, all right, I'm Jamal. Joey's Harry. Raider ran a Scrappy. This won't get confusing at all. Okay.
It's fine. It's our parents' fault.
So yeah, hey, that's not very nice, said Scrappy. Harry on the left side responds.
Oh yeah, I bet it was hilarious. I have pictures in my mind of how it happened.
You read your earlier line. I meant you should have read
Yeah,
the next one.
it's the next one.
Look, I got shot in the head. Okay. Nice. Do you know who we're talking to?
Kitty on the right side nervously interjected.
Oh please, don't provoke him.
Rodney turned to the cadets. My compliments. By the way, next time you build a security system, I suggest you build the control panel inside the building. Okay, Jamal. Be serious. Isn't anyone upset with this guy? I'm not surprised with Rodney's behavior, said Donald. Isabella.
Yeah. Yes, he is an invisible boy after all.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the other ones. Mary, Godzina, and the other one. I'll handle the other Grimwood girls. Mary's a Martian. True, invisible humanoids are ethereal beings of human language is so difficult. Are ethereal beings with obscure skin, bones, and organs that show pleasure in their transparency, and they feel a need for who feel the need of liberty and excitement. During their invisibility, they hone their skill for the guile of crime and pleasure,
Okay.
said Miguel. Donald, I couldn't have said it better myself. Or I could have said it better myself. What she really means is that invisible men love having see-through bodies so much they enjoy the freedom of it, and they are best at making a living by being pranksters, spies, and thieves.
Wow,
Wait.
you're right. You did say it better.
And Grunt turning to Rodney.
Okay. Well, that may be an excuse. It doesn't explain why you've been snooping around.
Rodney, it's like they always say. That's for me to know and for you to find out. Tug.
Listen to me, Griffin. I need to know what you're up. I need to know what you are up to. That's an order.
Order? What do I look like? A soldier? Forget it. I'm not telling you guys anything. Yet. And Tug replied.
Yeah. What do you mean?
The pilot interjected. General, we are circling around the base as we speak. General Greendale replied. Good. Everyone looked through the Everyone looked through the for the love of Pete. Everyone looked through the helicopter's windows and saw that past the clouds was a large army base on the ground. Exterior, army base on the ground. The base was surrounded. The base was surrounded by a wired fence. It was filled with green buildings, hangars, helicopters, jeeps, tanks, and soldiers. Oh my. The helicopter landed, and everyone walked down the ramp. Matches blew fire a little to see if it was working right. He was relieved. See if his fire breath was working right. Soldiers walked out of the copter with their luggage. 2 soldiers saw them carrying out a coffin and a sarcophagus with the luggage. Soldier 1. Wow, these girls really put a lot of style in their suitcases. Soldier 2. Soldier, those are beds. Everyone came together into a crowd with General Greendale in front of them. Welcome everybody to Area 53. What the hell? Welcome everybody to Area 53, a top secret military facility which I am in charge of. Now before we go into any more details, I suppose I am to assign Mr. Scrapper due to his new supervisor.
My supervisor?
Harry, not that one, on the left side.
Okay. Yeah, you know your supervisor, your boss, your master, your owner. The jerk that keeps an eye on you and cleans up after the messes you leave behind.
Eddie, on the right side.
Harry, please.
Harry,
Anyway,
not.
I hope... anyway, I hope you can keep this hooch as far away from me as possible.
Scrappy, not that one.
Pooch? I'll show you who's a pooch. Alright, put him up!
Greendale interrupted. Attention! The general stops the argument between the puppies and the one-half lunatic. Okay. The trooper that wore the torn uniform 3 scenes ago had stepped forward next to the general. Troop, who doesn't have a name, I guess. You called for me, General? Yes. I am assigning you to become the supervisor of our new guard dog. I believe you've already met. The trooper looked at Scrappy and he reacted in shock. Troop. Permission to speak freely, sir. Permission granted. Are you out of your mind? I'm not going to be in charge of this. I'm not going to be in charge of this canine. That's an order, Private. Sorry, sir. I have to be sent to the stockade and deal with this dog. Grunt.
Or worse, stand in front of the firing squad.
Rodney. They don't use firing squads anymore. General Greendale. Well, I can't leave a guard dog to protect this facility without a supervisor. Eddie began to hesitate. Speaking from the right side, he said,
I keep getting so confused with how you've written this.
their body is Jekyll Hyde. They're like Two-Face visually. Like one they can switch fully to like the Jekyll or the Hyde, but like,
I just need to remember that it's Eddie and Harry.
Yeah.
I see where I confused it. Okay. You know, I could be Scrappy's supervisor.
Harry, on the left side, and Scrappy also.
God, this is actually confusing the crap out of me.
Harry, start reading.
So yeah, me and Harry say what?
This is so confusing.
This line is exactly you
3,
two. At the same
2,
time, not you two.
1.
What?
What?
Rodney, smiling. Oh boy. And Donald stared at Rodney. Oh boy. Rodney, I just knew you would see things my way. General Greendale. That sounds fair enough. Edward Jekyll, I leave you as a supervisor to one scrapper to Cornelius Dew. Harry on the left side.
That doesn't sound fair. Wait, what? Oh, fucking punctuation is bullshit. That doesn't sound fair to me. If he's with Eddie, he's with me.
Harry turned to
Seriously.
Eddie.
Eddie, how do you expect to work with such a nasty... What the fuck?
Insensitive. Odious.
Insensitive, odious creature like him?
Eddie Jekyll.
I have you, don't I?
Harry felt insulted and then pulled Eddie's cheek. Eddie
Yes, I
pressed
am
on
very
Harry's-
insulted right now. How dare you?
Eddie pressed on Harry's forehead. General Greendale. Restrain! Okay, I voice both of you guys. Rodney and Donald. Yes! Yes, sir. Yes, sir! Rodney... Rodney and Donald walked up to Eddie and Harry. Oh my. Donald grabbed Harry's arm. Sorry, Harry. And Rodney grabbed Eddie's arm, pulling them both from the other side of the body. Hey, you guys, stop hitting yourselves. Winnie howled.
I'm considering doing something light or not.
I'll say go for opposite of light.
No, I have family home.
Alright, I'll do the
That sounds
howl.
like a problem for your family.
It sounds like a problem for me.
I can do the howl.
I'm just not gonna go for it yet.
I mean, go on.
I'm starting to like these guys.
Phantasma. Oh!
Whom
Giggling.
also smokes 50 a day.
I mean, her body's basically made of vapors, but... Boy, I sure am glad we are so focused about Tanner. Moving on. Ugh. Me too, they're funny. General General Greendale. Thank you, boys. Both Eddie and Harry calmed down, and he gave them a bag filled with small brown dog treats. Here, take these. Rodney, what are they? Eddie/Harry took one out and ate it. Harry hide.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what. For fuck's sake.
Okay, take your time.
I don't know what these are, but they're delicious.
Eddie Jekyll.
Yeah, exquisite. Must know about these things.
Unnamed troop. They're treats made for Scrappy. His uncle sent him the recipe. They're the only thing that calm him down. They're the only thing that calms him down. Scrappy. Not me.
Yeah, Scrappy.
Oh my god, this voice is gonna keep changing on its own from me. I'll say, they're delicious.
Trooper. His uncle calls them Rappy Racks. Eddie Jekyll.
Rappy Racks.
Donald. Weird, on the bag they're called Scrappy Snacks. Rodney. Uncles, go figure. General Greendale. Well, now that that's settled, let us begin our tour. Eddie and Harry's head twitched to the right, and Eddie Jekyll, get got complete control of his entire body. Everyone followed the general to the nearest building. Scrappy.
Say, Eddie. Ugh. How did I do this before?
It was a bit high. Like, say it.
Great.
Oh, it's very nice of you to be my. Oh gosh.
Say,
Wow.
Eddie, I know it was very nice of you to be my supervisor and all, but I was wondering, what gave you the idea?
Eddie Jekyll.
Well, I've always wanted a puppy.
Staggering. He then continued following the general. Interior building area 53. Everyone entered. The inside of the building was huge. It was loaded with a few crates and vehicles. In the middle was a terminal sticking out of the ground, where the general led them. These sentences are very curt. Grunt.
There's nothing here.
Donald. Want to bet? The general walked up to the terminal and pressed a few buttons. When he was done, the floor surrounding everyone slowly descended. They slowly went down a wide shaft with bright lights on the walls. The floor elevator was only about 10 feet underground when a door closed the entrance they came from, covering the large hole in the floor as they were still descending. Greendale, we will be on our designated floor soon. I don't know. Mary, raising her hand, said, "Pardon me for asking, General, but what is all this?" Calloway.
Okay, Colonel Frank. The General explained to me everything when we arrived. Area 53 is a military facility designed for contained special combat. Storing top secret information, dangerous weapons, and specific research.
Tannis.
Research on what?
Rodney answered her question. Us, invisible men, vampire. Wait, this isn't Donald. Us, invisible men, vampires, werewolves, mummies, aliens, fairies, elves, wizards, ghosts, monsters. You name it. Any inhuman creature that people found in stories and films have been cataloged right here. Donald, you see, a long time ago, monsters, ghosts, and other kinds of freaks have been a danger to the public. So a handful of the human elite came together with the leaders of these creatures and formed a secret pact, which allowed them to leave the human population in peace. Greendale. Oh, that's me. Now, the monsters agreed to leave the human population alone, while human writers and film producers wrote their appearances and abilities in novels and movies. Throughout time, Area 53 was made to maintain those principles and handle the affairs of crimes against them. Now, any questions? Goonie, the creature from the Black Lagoon child, raised her hand. Huh? Eddie Jekyll.
We'll explain everything to you more clearly later.
Winnie.
Okay, so that explains what this place is. But that doesn't explain why we're here.
Rodney. Oh, you'll find out soon enough. Exterior, elevator, lower levels of Area 53. A light flashed next to the doors. They opened. Everyone walked out with their eyes wide open, except for the General, Miss Grimwood, Rodney, Donald, Eddie, and the soldiers. Mary. Great galactic. The lower levels were wide walls with doorways and ledges with railings separated by a bottomless pit, connected by bridges. Okay, Elsa Frankenteen.
Okay. Wow! Just look at this place.
Very high-pitched voice for Elsa, but okay.
I'm fucking-
Scrappy looked down from the ledge and said,
Yee. How deep do you think this drop is?
I've
No.
just realised how deep Elsa's voice is supposed to be.
Donald replied, I don't know. How tall do you think a giant is? Grunt.
A giant?
Isabella.
This place is so big, I can fly around in here. This place is so big, I can fly around in here.
Greendale. It gets even better. A vehicle appeared with enough chairs for all of them. Everyone got on. The vehicle then took off into a ledge with green lights on the floor and a glass wall on the right side. Okay, oh wow, Jacqueline gets in line again.
Okay, Jackie. How big is this place?
Thank you, Joey. I didn't inform you ahead of time, but Jacqueline is the daughter of Spring-Heeled Jack, so I don't know. Like, I imagine he has to be English, so just have fun with that.
Oh, like Pip Pip Cheerio sort of thing. Bob's your uncle and all that.
Bob is not my uncle. My uncle is Scooby Fan 92. Thank you very much.
Oh, my dearest apologies, my good pal. How big is this place, anyway?
General Greendale. About the same size as 3 great cities combined. Donald turned to Godzina. And it's a oh gosh darn. And it's a surprise your father hasn't destroyed this place yet. Godzina. Very funny. I'm not even gonna bother. She's just Godzilla's daughter. Like it should be like Lizard Roar, like I could do the Bowser voice, that might be something. Very funny.
Oh.
Yeah, it's totally audible.
Yep.
Isabella.
Hey, what's that?
Isabella pointed at a giant spot in the wall with black and yellow stripes. Eddie replied,
Okay, sorry. Oh, that's just an area under construction. King Kong and the Kraken got into a fight and wrecked the hallway.
Miguel with
So
bugged out eyes.
So they do exist.
The vehicle stopped and everyone got out. Greendale. Here's our first stop. Interior lab of the lower levels of Area 53. Everybody entered the lab and walked around, impressed. There were scientists building machines, studying specimens, and working with test tubes and computers. Baxter, the little Callaway cadet, said,
Cool. Neat stuff, huh?
Miguel, actually, it's also you, right around.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I froze up there.
My eyes averted the screen for a moment, so I kind of lost my place.
Double
So-
affirmative. I've never seen gadgets like these before.
Mary replied, well, Martian language. I have. Elsa.
What sort of voice am I supposed to be using for Elsa?
Her voice is kind of deep, like that gray pony from
Right.
NLP.
Right. Me too! So that's too close to the other voice I'm doing.
Yeah, I can handle Elsa.
Okay.
Me too. Gosh darn it. Me too. My granddada Victor is also a scientist. Elsa saw a device that gave off electricity and prepared to touch it. One of the scientists spotted her. I wish I could do like a Mandark voice. Hey, don't touch that. That thing's dangerous. Elsa touched the device and the electricity ran to her body. Predictably, she enjoyed it. It doesn't feel dangerous to me.
Does this feel dangerous to you?
Okay, Phantasma. Oh gosh. Shocking! God.
Just the vocal whiplash.
Yeah. Shocking, isn't it, Elsa? Poor see-through lungs. Let's see, let's try that again. Shocking, isn't it, Elsa? I give up. Shocking, isn't it, Elsa? Phantasma flew around and laughed uncontrollably. She swirled around a machine that gave off some sort of orange energy. Donald, watch it fancy, you might. The energy expanded into a strand and wrapped around Phantasma. She struggled very hard, but she could not break free or phase through. Never mind. A young man in a uniform with brown hair turned off the machine, and Phantasma flew free. You kids gotta be careful. This is a positron generator. Yep. The energy from this machine can affect anything, giving off an ectoplasmic signature. I know my terminology.
Yes, words.
Colonel Calloway.
More! It's an honor seeing you again.
Both men salute, then shake hands. Man. So, more. Colonel Calloway, it has been a while. Greendale. Perfect timing. Everyone, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Moore, my right-hand man and head of the research division. Cadet saluting said,
Sir.
Oh. Perfect timing. Miss Grimwood walked up to him. Lieutenant Moore said, Why, hello, Miss Grimwood. Glad to have you back. He kissed her hand. The floating hand, whose name was... The hand's name was just Hand, wasn't it?
No, wasn't it Hans?
It might have been. The floating hand tapped his shoulder. He turned around and saw the hand also wanted to shake, and then they shook. Jacqueline.
Hey, Lieutenant, what's this thing do?
She pointed the lieutenant to a supercomputer with its lights turned on. Turned out. Okay. Yeah, turned out. More. Oh, that's one of our supercomputers. It's been broken for weeks, and we've been trying to repair it since then. Jacqueline.
Really?
She pondered. Mary. Well, I am intrigued. The advanced cyber circuitry, the biogenetic alterations, the need of curiosity, the necessary tools that will make us aware of the molecular structure. In your planet's choice of words, I love Earth technology. More.
God, she's a Californian Martian.
Of course.
The worst Martian.
Lieutenant Moore. Why, thank you. We've been studying everything. Earthly science, alien science, other worlds, other dimensions, alchemy, virtual reality. While the lieutenant was talking to Mary, Jacqueline opened a hatch in the supercomputer and started to rewire. Meanwhile, Scrappy used a claw grabber tool to pick up a filled beaker and set it over matches where he blew fire at the bottom like a burner. Jacqueline finished and closed the hatch, then walked up to the lieutenant. Jacqueline said,
Fixed it.
She turned on the supercomputer and it was working perfectly. More. I don't believe it. It's in perfect condition. Miguel turned to Jacqueline.
But that should have been a negative. These guys couldn't fix it for weeks. How did you fix it in just a few seconds?
Jacqueline.
My dad's a tinkerer. All I did was cross-connect the red wire into the CPU drive. What? No. 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 No.
This episode of Story Times is brought to you by Asus Hardware.
Do we have time?
No.
No. No, we don't have the time, do we? I would so love to, but no. Oh my god, no.
The green version of video card.
That's not how this shit works! Okay. The green wire to the video card, the blue wire between the MA16 network card and the ATX power connector. The rest was... I don't want to know what the rest was, you're so stupid!
She just pulled out like one of the memory cards and just blew into it and it worked.
No, not only did she blow into it, she plugged it in upside down.
Mary. Oh my gosh. Mary. Amazing. Goonie. What? I'm sorry. What? Rodney. Rodney's the invisible boy, okay. Jackie fixed computer from Big Boo Boo. Goonie. Oh. Meanwhile, Scrappy and Matches were still heating up the beaker. The colorful liquid inside was bubbling rapidly. While Eddie was watching Jacqueline talk to the Give me a moment. She sells seashells by the seashore. While Eddie was watching Jacqueline talk to the lieutenant, the left half of his body transformed into Harry, not that one. He watched Scrappy and Matches with a smirk. Eddie then noticed Harry looking suspicious, I don't know. Eddie Jekyll.
I'm very suspicious.
Nah, you just sus.
Are you a baker?
No, my brother is technically.
You have a brother?
I've got a cat. They both have the same name.
Oh.
Huh.
Eddie, on the right side, said,
Sorry, I'm so fucking lost after the computer. Hey, what are you looking?
Eddie turned their head and saw Scrappy and Matches with surprise. I guess with a look of surprise. He quickly took control of the body. Harry still previously had control of the left side of their head and sprinted toward the puppy and the dragon. Back to Jacqueline and Lieutenant Moore. Lieutenant Moore said, "Amazing. I didn't know how we missed that. You really are to think." What?
I'm not going there.
You really are the daughter of Spring-Heeled Jack. Jacqueline.
You know my father?
Of course. Only he could properly violate the laws of physics for computers. Of course, we all do. In fact, we know all your fathers. They're the main reason you're here. Suddenly, a small but loud explosion occurred in the lab. Everyone turned their heads to the explosion. As the smoke cleared, it revealed Eddie, Harry, Scrappy, and Matches standing still with their eyes wide open, covered in black dust. Eddie was holding the beaker, which was now broken, with Scrappy still holding the grabbing tools for it, and Matches still blowing fire on the beaker. Harry took control of the left side of the body again. Harry, hide.
Way to go, Taco Breath.
Matches. Joey, are you asleep?
Fuck off.
General Greendale. What is going on here?
Hey, don't look at me. I tried to stop him. No, you weren't.
Harry hit Eddie on the side of the head. Then the two halves started fighting again by pushing each other's side of the face. Harry, you are so violent.
I know, right?
General Greendale, restrain. Rodney and
to retrain.
yeah, we're gonna teach you how to teach you potty training again.
At this point,
Look, we have two people inhabiting the same body. Like the bodily functions are very difficult to do.
we're not going there either.
Rodney and Donald. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rodney and Donald went up to Eddie and Harry to stop their fight again. They each grabbed one half and struggled to end the quarrel. They struggled so hard they moved around the lab. The struggle ended when the boys accidentally bumped into a young woman carrying a clipboard and some electronic equipment, and they all fall on the floor. The woman had curly brown hair, an hourglass-shaped body, and was wearing a military uniform. Right now, she was very angry. Okay, woman with an hourglass-shaped body said, I can't be bothered. Yeah, that's what she said. She's done.
Yeah, she's just done.
Hey! She sounds like Yoshi, by the way. Why don't you freaks watch where you're going, huh? Scrappy.
Hey, you can't talk to them like that, lady. Who do you think you are anyway?
Matches.
Yeah.
The woman got up and spoke. I'm Major Bailey, an operative assigned to special operations, and I'm responsible for specialized gadgets. And thanks to you brats, I'm late for a very important meeting that I have.
Do you?
Yes.
Interesting.
General Greendale. Major Bailing, yeah. I don't even care about your name. I care so little about you. Major Bailing, that is enough.
Major
I am getting
bitch.
irritated by your... What?
I said major bitch.
No. I'm getting irritated by your attribute. Now return to your post. Major Bailey, saluting, said, Yes, sir. She was picking up all her equipment. She began picking up her equipment. And he tried to help her by handing her a piece, but she rudely snatched it from his hand. Then she walked out of the lab with a snarl. The boys then got up. Isabella began hissing.
Who put a bat in her belfry?
Rodney said. She's always like this. She hates our kind. Goonie. What kind is that? Donald. Oh, you know, Kid Scouts. Monsters, ghosts, and fairy tale creatures. What do you think? Hannes.
Oh, I'm tired. But why?
Lieutenant Moore. Well, she was once a lieutenant, like me. But she got demoted when she failed a special mission when she was partnered with a... Ugh. Pardon me, children, I'm a little parched. When she failed a special mission where she was partnered with a certain monster. She blamed the whole thing on him. Scrappy.
Gosh, she can really hold a grudge.
A rumbling noise suddenly occurred. Donald said, What was that? Godzina, holding her belly. Something that I can't hold. She turned to the general. Can a cafeteria... Can a cafeteria be a part of the tour? Greendale. Sure, let's go there now. It's almost lunch anyway. Grunt.
Alright.
Miss Grimwood.
Oh, good. Now I can finally finish that oyster tree I was going to make for Casta.
Casta began clicking with excitement. I don't know who did the actual clicking, but thank you. General Greendale turned to Moore. Moore, I have some shipments arriving to be put in storage soon. If you have any free time, Moore saluted. Sure thing, sir. Trying to do Jack McBrader's voice for him. Why, sure thing, sir. I'll be right on it. He turned to Colonel Calloway. Colonel. And he left. Everyone left the lab and into a hallway. Rodney turned to Tug. You're gonna love our cafeteria. It's one of the only cafeterias that's divided into two. Tug.
What do you mean?
Well, Side A serves fresh and healthy food. Side B serves slimy and rotten food. It's yours to choose. Winnie.
Really?
Yeah. Pardon me. Hiccups. Yeah, your my voice is utterly scratched up now. Yeah, your choice. The only problem is that there are complaints if one of them is out of order. Everyone walked towards the cafeteria. Major Bailey was watching them in a corner at the other end of the hall, with a suspicious look on her face. To be continued. So, yeah, that's chapter 6.
Are we doing another chapter?
That is dependent on how desperate I am to get to my food right now.
Are you?
Are you desperate?
Depends on how. That depends on how quickly we finish the next chapter.
So, no, which means I've got time to go get a drink, which will allow me to actually do this.
So, yeah, I guess we can just take a intermission. I don't know. I enjoyed this chapter. I don't know, the Beaker segment was just it felt in character. It felt right.
I was just trying my best not to have a brain aneurysm.
Not to have a meltdown every time you said Harry.
Yeah, or just our names in general. It's so confusing.
Oh gosh, my throat. Just because it's not total drama question doesn't mean my voice is going to be scratched to hell by the end of this.
Well, considering the kind of voices you're trying to do today, like, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, take the one voice of Godzilla.
Yeah.
I mean, I need to get back into practice my Bowser voice anyways, but... oh. So I guess I'm going to get my food now. Who knows how long that will take. Who knows how long Joy will be gone. But, Raideran, Harrison, entertain yourselves.
Yes.
Awesome. Toho hijack.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Things and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully
Like,
they haven't gone long, because I don't know what to talk about right now.
I mean, you sure are fighting things.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. Well, Joey's back.
I got a can of Red Bull.
And only a can of Red Bull?
Well, I've got my dinner that I cooked like 3 hours ago next to me anyway, so...
Oh.
Oh.
I cooked too much food, so that's why it's still there.
Yeah.
Second dinner time.
Yeah, bro! Fucking cold onion rings and garlic bread for breakfast. Yeah!
Oh.
No. If it sits that long, it's gone.
No. Oh.
Do you want to try talking about those 6 headshots,
Uh-huh.
Joey?
Huh.
Uh, that's down to our glorious leader if it's allowed.
Well, Scrappy isn't gonna be back for a little
Yes,
bit.
Scrappy's out getting food.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's why we aren't
so
reading right now.
yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Exactly my point.
Huh.
I went to play paintball with my cousin. I swear to fuck it was yesterday. So we went to play paintball. In the first round, I got shot twice in the back of the left shoulder and once in the front of the right shoulder.
God.
In the second round, the first half I got shot in the head. The second half I got shot in the head. I also, in the second half, grabbed a riot shield and stood in the fucking open so I could take as much gunfire and be the ultimate distraction.
Oh my god.
About 4 people emptied half a clip each into me. A
Oh
paintball
my
gun can hold about
god.
500 rounds. All of it hit the shield.
Okay, so it worked.
This was after I got hit in the head a second time. Third game, I got shot in the head like what was it? Yeah, it was 3 more times I got shot in the head when I was hiding in the tower. I rotated position because I thought that we were being flanked, when actually it was just my team shooting at me because we were just caught in the middle of such ridiculously heavy crossfire.
Mm.
Only
So they
round.
thought you were enemy team.
Yeah, pretty much. Only one round hit my mask. So I technically got shot in the head 7 times, but only 6 of them actually count as fucking painful. And yeah, so I rotate around, get shot somewhere again, I forget. For reasons.
I wonder what reasons.
Push forward again. Grandpa's war story my way into clearing out a whole building. If you know what I mean by that. Proceed to hold the building. The building gets stormed again. And due to the guns being a bit shit and having feeding problems, me and this other guy, the other guy, by the way, was in his shorts and shirtless with no body armor because the team we were playing. No, here's the thing. This is the entire other team we're playing against. Despite health and safety expectations, all they really wore were shorts, shoes, and helmets. And nothing else.
God.
These guys make me look like a pussy.
Were they at least built?
Oh, they were jacked!
Oh my god!
These guys, they were fucking jacked, shirtless, and playing paintball!
Nice.
I lit up 2 of them in the back. What? Hit that. Yeah. Everyone lit these people up. Like, oh no. Their tactics were flat out freaking barbaric. They would just Zerg rush a position. Nah,
Well,
these
if
guys
it
were
worked.
here's the thing, they were also polite. Like, they were actually polite and good sports. But anyway, so back into the house. I've breached it, cleared it out, and then this other guy charges in the east side door, takes out the other guy that comes in with me because he sees me charging and goes, "Yeah, I'm getting in on that action." Basically shoots him, charges in, notices me. We're basically just gunning each other down at near point blank range. But both of us seem to be having goddamn feeding issues with our gun. So I don't know if I hit him at all, but I must have, because he seemed in some kind of pain. The one round that left his gun hit me square in the top of the head.
Oh my god.
At really fucking close range.
Mm.
Now, what you're supposed to do is put your hand up and say hit and walk away. But headshots don't count. But I was going to walk the second I could feel something other than pain. But I didn't get the opportunity. Because one of my team members Rambos the building and lights me up like a Christmas tree.
You got team shot.
I got fucking team killed after being shot in the head at close range. And I have an incredible mark on my arm where he slammed me. Like, it wasn't the only shot that he hit me with, but it was the one that I fucking felt.
Mm.
The best part is, about 10 years ago, I fractured his rib doing the same thing.
Oh.
So this guy took 10-ish years to get revenge on me.
Determination.
Here's the thing, we've played before between this time, right? It's not an unusual thing. We play paintball like every year or so. I have whiskey and Red Bull here.
10-year anniversary.
Mm.
Happy 10th.
And it was right near the end of the game, so once the game ended, it was just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not name dropping him. It's like, for fuck's sake, can't take you anywhere. God, you hold a goddamn grudge, you got to shoot me at close range, it's team kill. Here's the thing, the reason we were shooting each other at such close range as well is because both teams made an agreement with the field marshal. Because we were actually one of the best teams that the guys ever had running the game, and those bodybuilders were about as fucking mental as me, everyone just agreed and said, yeah, fuck it, we don't mind shooting at point blank range and having an actual goddamn Vietnam situation.
Huh.
So everyone's just like, yeah, pain! And then the next thing we know, oh no, you should have seen how much paint some of the guys were covered in the back. Like, this one guy, he had like 8 rounds dripping off of him. And remember what I said about these guys were shirtless, and they were getting slammed in the back with paintballs that fly at about 200 miles a second.
Yeah, no thank you.
Oh no. So anyway, yeah, couple hours later after getting home, realised, oh fuck, I've got a concussion. At one point I black out.
Wow.
And come back to with a tape measure in my hand that me and my brother have been looking for weeks.
No. Okay.
So I've blacked out from having a concussion, and then come back to lying on my bed holding a tape measure that has been missing for fuck knows.
Did you just walk into your front door and just collapse?
No, I was fine for like a couple hours still. I still had the adrenaline pumping.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you for listening to Storytime with Joe.
Joey's story time.
Storytime with Joe, where I tell you real stories.
I'm gonna fill out the time somehow.
And if it fills it out, it fills it out.
Mm.
Yeah, I also have a job interview for a live-in pot wash position at Butlins
Mm.
in Scagness, so I'll be able to move out of Luton.
Yeah. Did the other guys just never respond to you?
Yeah, they never got back to me, and they were a fucking nightmare to try and get a hold of.
Oh.
The only way we could find a way of getting hold of them, right, was calling the customer service number for the caravan park that they're linked to.
That sounds
And
unnecessarily
I'm not
roundabout.
I'm not doing that because that's going to turn around into a, oh yeah, we'll just take your number and then we can call you back later.
That usually means screw off. You're not getting her.
It means fuck off. I'm not doing extra work. They don't pay me enough. I'm not actually going to take down your number.
Yeah.
And even if they do take down the number, they turn it into a paper plane and throw it onto the other side of the room. If it lands in the callback basket, they call back, and if it doesn't, then
Yeah, that's how jobs work.
it must be. I swear, it must be.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Butlins application was pretty simple. I basically just found the position on a job website, got redirected to the Butlins website, typed in some contact details, and then they actually got back to me.
Mm.
I'm like, alright, let's go. Anywhere will be better than where I'm currently working, so...
Mm.
No, that's not true, but... The management made my current position unworkable.
Yeah, you've told me as such. So what's everyone been up to the past week?
Well, I got shot in the head.
Sick.
Right.
I got my stitches out. Now I'm just waiting for all the skin to grow back, and I can already see how massive that fucking scar's gonna be. Because most of that is actually healed.
Mm.
I've got a massive white bulging welt on my hand. It's gonna be great.
God.
Go to the nightclubs and it's like, wow, that's a big scar. Yeah, you think that's big? You see my progress. Makes the scar look bigger.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just remembered. I need to fuck. No, I'm such an idiot.
What?
I mean, you're not the one playing paintball on sick leave, so.
Huh.
In my defense, they told me to take the time off. I'm not gonna freaking show up and be like, hey, I'm fine. Give me hours.
Hmm.
Because I just don't want to work for them. So why are you an idiot?
So when I got sick, I went to the doctor, and they were like, "Okay, so you might have some viral infection. So we're gonna ask you to do a COVID test, and it'll be back in about 2 to 3 days."
Okay.
So I took the COVID test. Today's the 3rd day, or I guess it technically would be the 2nd day.
dawn of the final day.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for a call. I'm waiting for a call. Let me just turn on auto farm on a gacha and put my phone across the room.
Wow.
And put
Did
it
they
on
call?
silent too.
Oh, that's
They-
funny.
Luckily, it doesn't seem like I got a call from them. I only got a call from this what looks like a survey company.
Oh.
But now I am caught in this dilemma of, do I go to work tomorrow? Because now I feel pretty fine. Like, not 100, but maybe a 90.
What would happen if you don't go to work?
They'll summon demons to your house.
Yeah, dude, Dante from the Devil May Cry series will come and stab me himself.
With his new funky mode.
God, I swear if I wake up tomorrow and I get the same sickness that you had, Radovan.
Cross Atlantic.
Yeah, right? Because I know my mother's come down with something as well, so like, I guess everyone's just getting sick now.
At the same time, doctor's orders were like, don't go back to work until the 27th.
Oh, this is an amazing post that I've just seen. If someone could contact... No, if someone from Ziploc could contact literally anyone in the cereal business, that'd be great.
You know what? That's a good point.
It would actually be amazing. Like, people already buy cereal, open the box, put the freaking cereal in a Ziploc bag or a third container.
My mom keeps this plastic container
Same.
just filled with Frosted Flakes.
Same.
Or like
and
some
no
kind
one eats them.
some kind of cornflakes, and I don't know if like I don't know what kind of amalgamation of expiration dates
Yep.
is in there.
Hey?
Yep.
That sounds so
No
random.
fucking clue. I lived the last time I ate from it, and I might have been the last person to have eaten from it, and that was like 4 months ago. And that box
Yeah.
has been sitting there for many more years than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had that fucking thing for I don't know 7 years.
Why the
And
hell?
it's the same fucking cereal, isn't it? As far as anyone knows, because because this thing, maybe the cereal fairies are refilling it at night,
Yeah.
but I don't fucking think so.
The crazy thing is, at some point there either the cereal turned brown, turned dark, I should say, or she put in some kind of chocolate cornflakes.
Bran flakes. It's bran.
To be fair, chocolate cornflakes are based.
It's the extra high fiber off-brand cornflakes. Trust me, I know exactly what those are.
Seriously, like 7-year-old cereal? What the hell?
I don't know if it's 7 years old. Some of us have eaten out of it. I don't know how many of it is still 7 years old.
God. I'd just be like, nope. I'm not eating that.
I know, right?
What the hell? Why? Why? Oh.
Just proceeds to post a dank meme. So who is the main character in Isekai Quartet?
Isekai Quartet.
What?
I don't think
Yeah,
they're
the
really.
the one main character.
I don't
There
think.
is no one main character in
Yeah, I was gonna
Isekai
say.
Quartet.
I was gonna say.
I watched it the first season,
Same. Didn't see the second one.
and there's no one main character.
Yeah. The show's just some dumb fun, really.
Yeah.
Don't really think about it too hard.
I sure didn't.
I still need to watch the second season of Konosuba.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
I still need to watch the frickin' rest of Toradora.
Mm-hmm.
I still need to watch Insert Anything here.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
That's exactly me.
I have the issue of like when I finish something, like I have a huge issue of like trying to pick something new to watch.
Oh god, Scrappy's coming. Quick, say something funny. Hilarious. Hilarious, guys.
I can't think of it something on the spot like that.
God, I'm working with such amateurs here.
I'm not gonna deny that point.
It's amateur hour.
What are you talking about? This has already been like an hour and a half.
Well, we started like earlier than usual, so.
Good.
What? Oh my god.
Yes.
Rang? You require a deity?
Yeah.
Mustache has a setting that switches the hit sound effects from the default, like, slap sound effect to, cat and yas.
Huh? That's amazing. I didn't know this.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Go
I didn't either, and I played during that April Fool's event.
on. I haven't played Mustache in a hot minute.
Who the hell is playing Saints Row 3?
Mm.
And why am I not?
Yeah. Oh, so talk about how you got addicted to Spell Bubble after the trip.
I've almost beaten it.
Yeah, so
I've got like 4 songs left to do.
I don't think we've ever talked about this on stream. Do you want to like talk about how this happened?
Spell Bubble? Right, so Harry was playing Bust a Move.
It's a move. Okay.
And it turned out, wait, this isn't Buster Move, this is anime bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like during our holiday trip or whatever. Lewis and Jory tried
There were no
going out.
survivors.
Yeah, Lewis and Jory tried to go out to find a pub or something, and like,
We
That-
found a pub, it was just a bit shit.
yeah, apparently it didn't go well, and I basically just tried finding things to pass the time. So, I was like, yeah, I'll play a couple matches of Spell Bubble, why not? And then they came back and saw me play, and then they kind of just got addicted to it. Like, I didn't even try to do anything; they just started playing it for ages.
A bit of context we didn't go into at the time because we didn't want to make the whole situation worse. We kind of figured out some major problems with society and decided, wow.
I mean, dude, it's Bubble Witch Saga with anime music.
Oh, it was funny as well.
Bubble Witch Saga is already Bubble Witch Saga with anime music.
Yeah,
I wouldn't know. I don't play it.
I played the original. I don't. That's the only one I played because. Oh fuck! How far did I even get in that game? Too far before it started bullshitting me with freaking. Yes, you must beat the entire level in one move, and if you want more moves, you now have to pay. And even if you pay, it's still impossible without buying a fucking nuclear missile.
It was also hilarious because Lois went through the tutorial, but since Yukari is also part of the Hakare Shrine area, he literally just did Reimu's final boss immediately. So that was pretty good.
And wrecked her.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Oh, Scrappy's back. Quick, go back to being boring.
Oh god, wow.
Wow.
Feels bad.
I mean, take your time. My throat's a little.
Scrappy's just like, I'm gonna kill you.
What?
No.
Scrappy is plotting.
Scrappy wouldn't hurt us.
Scrappy fan 92 is typing.
He'd pay for other people to hurt us. But even still, he wouldn't even do that.
Oh, that's funny. You think I have money?
I mean, I assume you paid the person to do the what's it, Daisy voice or Peach?
You didn't even listen to the audio, did you?
No, I haven't. No, because it's I mean, I could, but
We have to because we have
Yeah.
to, isolate it.
right. I mean, I was gonna worry about that more for when the when we actually like get around to doing that.
Knowing us, it's better just get it done and over with.
Well, yeah, we'll see.
Okay. We're just doing one more chapter and calling it a night.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Okay. I already forgot how to do the voices.
The fuck does a voice sound like?
Imitating people.
Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, chapter 7, Legend Council. Interior hallway of the lower level of the area Area 53, evening time. Everyone is standing in front of a large door. The door was green, with special red markings on it. Everyone looked at it with an astonished expression on their faces. Mary. Great Gal... Oh, gosh darn it. I'm so done. Great Galactic. Give me a moment. Oh yeah, I'm reading ahead. I think there's some more characters, so have fun with that.
Yeah, I saw a few more characters.
Great Galactic. Greendale. Here it is, the heart of the operation. Winnie.
What is it?
Greendale, the seating chamber of the Legend Council. The door slid open and everyone walked in. Interior, seating chamber of the Legend Council. The chamber was extremely large in width and length. Several bridges were connected from different parts of the chamber to the center, where a circular platform was held with a wide, round metal table with dozens of chairs set around it. On the walls were gigantic doors and more chairs in different sizes. Some were welded on, and some large enough. Some were large enough to go from the floor to the ceiling. And on the ceiling were a few bird swings. Everyone walked towards the platform in the center. Isabella.
Legend Council.
Greendale. Affirmative. Over 100 leaders of the greatest species, some known to humankind. You may know a few of them as your fathers. Oh gosh darn it. Phantasma. Our fathers? Rodney. Yeah, can you believe it? Having a dad who's part of the greatest organization of all time. Dracula, the Count of Vampires, the Chief of Werewolves, Medusa, the Queen of Gorgons, the Headless Horseman. What? Chug?
The headless horseman?
Rodney, don't ask. At the platform in the center, a small group of the adult monsters was sitting and standing. Winnie's Papa Werewolf, a big, hairy wolfman covered in brown fur and wearing nothing but torn blue jeans. Also there was Phantasma's phantom father, a specter with a lifeless like blue face, wearing a black overcoat over his entire body and a black hat with a red band on his head. And this is Mummy Daddy, a huge mummy covered completely in bandages. Elsa's Dada Frankenstein Sr., the Frankenstein's monster himself. Big, pale-skinned, a few stitches, a flat head with black hair, screws in his neck, and wearing green, brown, and black shaggy clothes. Gooni's fish father, a big... Yeah. Gooni's fish father, a big, orange half-man, half-fish creature. Mary's father, just doesn't even get like a title. A tall Martian with pointy teeth and wearing the same type of clothes as his daughter. And Eddie's father, Dr. Henry Jekyll, a normal-looking man in a suit with brown hair. The fish man was the first to notice Greendale bringing the children and their teachers. Oh gosh, Goonie. Daddy! The other fathers then took notice. The girls ran up and hugged their fathers. Dr. Jekyll. Eddie, how have you been? I'm so done. Eddie.
Hey, Peter. Okay. That stupid joke. Well, fuck, I forgot all the voices.
Eddie is either Crab or Goyle.
That doesn't help me much. I know which one it is, it's the deeper one. Ah, got it, right. Well, you know Harry, he's cruel and rebellious. I can hardly keep him under control.
Yeah, you skipped several lines.
How blind am I?
Were you shot in the eyes by the paintballs as well?
No, actually, almost, but no.
Oh, good.
I was wearing a mask.
Good. So, find that is your line.
Fine, Dad.
Turn to Scrappy.
Scrappy, this is my father, Dr. Harry Jekyll.
He addressed his father.
Dad, this is Scrappy doing.
Both Scrappy, not that one, and Dr. Jekyll shook hands. Scrappy.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Dr. Jekyll. So done. Very nice to meet you, Scrappy. He turned to Eddie. So, Eddie, if you are alright, how is Harry? Eddie suddenly gained an uncomfortable expression on his face.
Well, you know, Harry. He's cruel and rebellious. I've not to keep him under control.
I know, Harry, you're such an asshole.
God. Yeah, what would you do with me?
Gonna make you voice Ruby next time.
Ah!
So I need to, like, remember if you're talking about, Love Live Ruby or Ruby Ruby?
No, I'm actually talking about Scrappy's mother, Ruby Doo. That is her name.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Well, now we
Scrappy
know.
has a mother?
Yeah, right?
Yes, she has a mother. What do you think tossed him from the train in the opening?
Isn't his middle name Danger?
No.
Probably wants it to be.
He wishes. It is actually Cornelius.
Scrappy Cornelius Danger.
Something puppy power.
Yeah, so Scrappy, his mother's Ruby, and then there's the Love Live Ruby I wrote, so yeah, I can do like a save Martha moment with those two.
Ruby, Ruby, Ruby!
So what were we doing again? I think we were reading a story.
I think
We were
I think we're doing a
reading
podcast.
the normal thing we do on this show.
I thought this was just a podcast where we did other things, and reading was just kind of like a side project. Also, we have a podcast.
We have a podcast? When are we
You have
going
a
to do that?
podcast?
Haven't we had like, what, like 2 or 3 podcasts?
2.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Wait,
Right.
does this count as 1? 3.
We can write a fan fiction about the podcast and read it on this podcast.
You know, we could have a whole conversation on conversations.
No! This brings me back to like high school years.
Fucking trauma.
I don't want to know. Anyways, I can hardly keep Harry. Dirk. I can hardly keep him under control. Dr. Jekyll, I know the feeling. You wouldn't believe what I've done to get along with his father over the years. Dr. Jekyll reacted to a strange feeling. Oh, speaking of which, he wants to talk to his son. Eddie, reacting to the same feeling as well.
Yeah, so does Harry.
I think I had a dream about this story. They both twitched their heads to their left and started to groan and shake. Pardon me. Eddie transformed into Harry, and Dr. Jekyll transformed into Mr. Edward Hyde. The green-skinned...
Was that the groan and shake?
That was me having a hiccup and clearing my throat. I ate food, then gargled with Listerine, so my throat's a little wonky, then wonkier than usual.
I mean, I can't even shape my neck because I got shot in it.
Wait, you were shot today? Or this week?
Yesterday, I think.
The paintballs.
Yeah! 6 to the
transformed.
head, 1 to the neck, 2 to the back of the left shoulder, 1 to the front of the right shoulder, 1 in the upper arm, 1 in the lower arm, 2 in the hand, and a bunch in other places that I can't really remember.
How aware of you are of your cat? How aware of your cat are you right now? Wait. I
I think he's outside.
All right, good. I love the reference, but good. But how aware of your cat are you right now? That's what I meant to say.
Was that the line?
It was a reference to like last year. Tanner asked you how aware of your dog are you in one of these episodes, and you're like, my dog's a cat.
I literally have no recollection of this.
It was
Oh,
from.
but it's such a me thing to say.
Yeah.
It was from when we were reading my Love Live story,
Oh.
the first one. I only remember this because I wrote it because it was fun.
Yeah.
And I remember the dialogue here because I listen to the episode sometimes to help me fall asleep. It's as funny as it is soothing.
I just remember like a demon toilet or something.
Oh gosh. Raideran, no, you're not getting context for any of that. Read the story or watch the prior episode.
I don't even know where I would find the story.
On
In the
Super Su- on
description of the prior episode.
Yeah, just check our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SeasBrainCommentaries. And you can find a playlist.
God.
Nice plug.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of plugs, I need to get a new one for my bath. People are fucking breaking them.
Anyway, Eddie transformed into Harry, and Dr. Jekyll transformed into Mr. Edward Hyde, the green-skinned, white-haired man with a wicked face and red eyes. They both looked at Scrappy. Okay, Mr. Hyde. You know, there was a Hyde, Mr. Hyde, like Scooby, where are you? Can't remember what they sounded like. So, what? I tried Peter Lorre. Couldn't. So, what's with this mud anyway? John. Harry. Not that one.
Eddie insists that we keep an eye on this flea bag.
Scrappy.
Hey, look who's calling who a flea bag.
What? Do you want a piece of me?
I would love to. Let's go. Come on.
Fight, 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 fight!
Fight, 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 fight.
Scrappy and Harry are walking toward... Scrappy and Harry were walking towards each other to fight, but Matches grabbed Scrappy's tail, and Donald held his cane up in front of Harry, forcing them to walk towards each other in place. Then a black bat suddenly appeared, flying around, screeching. As it landed onto the platform, it glowed yellow and transformed into Count Dracula. He had purple skin, black hair with thin white stretches, like streaks, on the sides, wearing a wealthy Victorian clothes with a long black cape. Isabella walked up to him and hugged him. Isabella.
Oh my god. Hello, Daddy. It's fantastic seeing you again.
Thank you. Give me a moment. Dracula. Ah, Sibella. It's so wonderful to see you are safe. Isabella.
What do you mean?
She then felt a hard grab on her shoulder. She quickly turned around and swung her arm, hissing. No one was there. A man's voice came from out of nowhere. Joey, do the invisible man.
Whoa, Drac. You got a very beautiful daughter. A little feisty, but very beautiful.
FBI. Rodney? Dad? Is that you?
Yes, son, it's me. Who are you expecting, Davy Crockett?
Dracula, muttering. Griffin. A bag slid out from under the table. One of the TV monitors showed a figure in infrared, putting a hand in the bag. A long brown trench coat levitated out of the bag and moved around like someone was trying to put it on. So he was naked.
Yep, sure was.
Just placing a hand on Sibella. That's not creepy at all. Man's voice to Sibella.
Sorry about that. I just love it when people are... For fuck's sake, it makes it worse now. One second.
Thank you, Joey, for having more professionalism than I.
I still don't believe that for a second. I'm keeping the voice, but no.
You're an actor. Act. Just believe in my... Like, believe... If you can't believe your own bullcrap, believe mine.
Right. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Jack Griffin.
The trench coat with the invisible man in it the coat raised its sleeve, yeah, it's sentient, out to Isabella. She then grabbed it and shook the man's see-through hand. Sibella.
My pleasure.
She finished shaking the hand. Dracula. Be very careful, Sibella. These griffins are a very sneaky bunch, and they don't like to wear pants, the degenerates.
Oh, come on, Vlad. We're all among friends here.
Rodney, snickering. Vlad, and I thought Scrappard was a funny name. Scrappy from off-screen, I guess.
I heard that.
Dr. Griffin, pardon me, Dr. Griffin then put on his shoes, his gloves, wrapped some bandage around his entire head, and put on some sunglasses. Dr. Griffin whispered to Rodney,
You know, Rodney, she's very pretty. I can see
Stop.
why you're interested in her.
Rodney whispering back to his father, I'm not going to whisper, you can tell. Phantasma's father floated towards Miss Grimwood. The Phantom Father. He did sound like Peter Lorre, but I cannot do that voice. Wait, hold on. Let me just try. Let me channel Dr. Engine for a moment. Yes, Yes, Dr. Cortex. The Cortex Vortex is now ready. Ah, Miss Grimwood, thank you for bringing our children here in our time of need. Miss Grimwood.
You know I'm always glad to help.
Godzina looked around with a sad expression on her face. Godzina. Hey, where's my father? Where's my father? Winnie.
Hey, that's right. And where's your father, Jacqueline?
Tannis.
Sorry. Where's everybody?
Buddy.
Everybody.
Even her echoes are supernatural. Mommy, Daddy.
Can we pause for a minute? I need to use the bathroom.
I mean, we
I
can
mean-
pause.
I mean, he's just playing the game. We can keep going, can't we?
Like, that's what I'm thinking. It's just background footage.
Should. I'm going to presume he won't be gone for long, so I guess we can take a moment to catch our bearings.
Now there are bearings.
Why is my Invisible Man's voice inappropriately appropriate?
I don't want
Foresight.
I didn't even read ahead! I never read ahead. Story of my life.
Wait, you read your own story?
I do actually! I'm currently on chapter 9 again!
So, what was I doing?
Because the other day I was editing it from like 7 in the goddamn morning!
It says something that you were up so long that I was still up in my time zone. We could just kind of co-edit. It was
Yeah!
not my proudest moment.
Was silently co-editing because you noticed that I was working on the fucking book again. Ended up completely rewriting an entire section.
I can't believe you just snapped Kyle out of existence. Darn shame.
I didn't snap Kyle out of existence. What I did was I rewrote a Jen joke that I didn't really like and didn't really actually work anyway. In multiple ways it didn't work. I'm not saying it's any. I'm not saying what I rewrote was any more funny or was anywhere near as funny, but it does work better.
Yeah, and it won't get burned, and the editors won't destroy it anyway, so that's nice. So.
Yeah, we're expecting editors to destroy it anyway.
I know. I need to find a literary agent. Yeah, this is now like a different kind of story time with Scrappy, everyone. But yeah, if you're writing a book, find a literary agent. Literary
What?
agent. If you are writing a book, find a literary agent.
Oh.
Hey, so long as I get paid when it actually gets written. I say that like I actually care that much about the money for this book. I am just genuinely enjoying making Jen suffer.
It was never about the money. It was about the trauma.
See, it's therapy! With so many extra steps.
Okay, so I'm trying to imagine what the Tannis' father sounds like. Just kind of deep and a little gravelly. Was it? Don't hurt my. Don't hurt my. I cannot be bothered. If any harm
I'll get you next time, He-Man.
Goodness gracious. If any harm happens to my daughter Tannis, you'll be dealing with a very mad mummy. Something like that.
Yeah, if any harm comes to my daughter, Tennis, you'll be dealing with a very unhappy mummy.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Did you guys continue the story, or did you
No.
stop?
No.
Okay. Cool.
We spoke about another book entirely.
Okay. I couldn't tell with Joey like doing voices.
No, basically Scrappy was trying to figure out the voice for a character, and then I decided, yes, Skeletor.
Huh. Nice.
Okay, good. Hiccups. Oh my gosh. Okay, where's everybody? Tannis said with her voice echoing through the facility. Mommy, Daddy. Well, cannot.
Oh shit, we're actually reading.
Yeah.
Yes, we sure are.
Hold on. You'll deal with a very mad mummy. Well, Tannis, that's the reason you're here. Donald. This is everybody. They were all taken. Miguel.
Bacon? What do you mean?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline was,
Bring here old Jack's daughter.
The one who did the computer wrong.
the one that's voice I've changed like 3 times now.
Can't be worse than me with Scrappy's voice.
Not that one.
Anyway. He's right. He's right, his father was taken away, as was mine.
Baxter.
Your father's?
Dr. Jekyll speaking from the right side of the face of his and Hyde's shared face. Oh gosh, my eyes.
When you say Baxter, all I can think about is Baxter Stockman.
I've got no comment to that. I can't really reply to that. Okay, Dr. Jekyll. You must be little Jacqueline, the daughter of Spring-Heeled Jack. And Grunt.
Alright, so Grant, okay. Someone please tell me who this Spring-Heeled Jack everyone's been talking about.
Rodney, Spring-Heeled Jack. In British folklore, he was a mysterious figure who could leap great distances. Jack Springold is a man-like demon with the ability to control a mystical energy, he concentrates it into his limbs. Eddie Jekyll, excuse me.
He focuses the energy in his arms into his fingertips and releases it into blue and white flames. He can also use the energy in his legs to make them stronger, faster. Sorry, I've gone.
Bigger, stronger,
weird-eyed.
faster.
He can also use the energy in his legs to make them stronger, faster, and can make it a spring-heeled jump greater than any other creature.
Jacqueline.
It's true, it is.
She
The
lifted
legs
one
are the
leg.
most.
She lifted one leg into a ballet stance.
The legs are the most important body part of the Springfields.
Ringolds.
Whatever.
Harry Hyde.
Oh, I hope so.
Control yourself. Martian father. Okay, I'm not sure. Like, not only is spring-heeled enchanted, he is also. I'm sorry. How audible is any of this?
Oh, a lot of it.
We can't understand what you're saying.
My dog just barged through my room.
Well,
So is your dog gonna voice Scrappy now?
yo.
Maybe next episode. Maybe next session.
Next sesh. Lads.
Not only is spring-heeled enchanted, he is also a great inventor. He has invented a special spring, small enough to small enough to fill into the heels of his handmade shoes. Never again.
Oh,
Donald.
oh my god.
I always knew he had a spring in his step.
Wow.
Dracula. Hold on. Dracula. He focuses the energy in his legs, the face to the soles of the shoes, and into the spring to magnify his jumping ability.
Alright, man, Knight, calm down.
Can he, what?
That sounds like Meta Knight's voice from the Kirby anime.
Yeah.
Dracula. Shaggy. He even made a glider out of a strange type of metal, which he also created. The metal, it is... Excuse me. The metal is strong as titanium and can be folded like aluminum. This is what a Transylvanian sounds like.
Aluminium, but okay.
Well, it says aluminum right there.
It says aluminium.
You silly Americans.
Phantasma. Oh, gosh darn it. Like the glider.
Okay.
Turn into Iggy for a moment, okay. This is a mess. Like the glider Jacqueline has under her arms. Jacqueline.
That's right.
Miguel.
Impressive. But how can someone so great get taken?
Jamal. And more importantly, who took him? Tug.
Double affirmative. I sound exactly like Miguel now.
Mysterious voice. Perhaps I should explode. Okay, someone else do this.
Gabriel. I'm reading ahead.
Sorry. Do you want me to be the mysterious voice?
Sure, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
I mean, someone tried that, but... Sorry. Perhaps I should explain.
Everyone looked up to see a pair of white feathered wings descending from the ceiling. As the wings got lower, it was revealed that they were the wings of an angel with long blonde hair, wearing a white robe with a small golden harp tied to it and a golden halo hovering over his head. Everyone, except for the adult monsters, the three monster boys, the general, and Miss Grimwood, had their faces frozen in shock. His feet gently landed on the platform.
I am Gabriel, Archangel of Heavens.
Elsa. An angel! Calloway.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I thought this was a base for monsters and creatures that are considered a myth. And in my stance, angels are not monsters or proven to the public as myths.
Okay, pop a werewolf. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is dialogue. So, when was the last time? Friggin' hell. Right around, do it.
Okay. So, when was the last time you actually saw one up close?
Calloway.
Affirmative. It was actually a pretty good point.
Scrappy.
Wow, oh wow. An angel in the Legend Council.
Harry Hyde.
Yeah. Bring friends with those guys. Yeah, being friends with those guys keeps them from attacking us.
Scrappy.
Why would they do that?
Eddie, Harry, and Matches stared at Scrappy.
Oh.
Mary. So, who has been taking all the other council members? Gabriel.
Please, everyone, have a seat.
Everyone took a seat around a table. When Tug sat down on a chair, he quickly got up with a small sore on his bottom.
Have a seat, young Skywalker. Lol.
Tug.
This chair has a bump in its cushion.
Dr. Griffin.
Alright. That would be my seat. That's way too English. What was it? It was more California. Fuck it. That'll do.
Dr. Griffin sat down in the chair, and Tug was seated in another chair. Everyone was seated. Greendale. Now then, throughout the whole... Our investigation has led us to the conclusion that the disappearances were caused by a small legion of fallen angels. Goonie. Oh, are they hurt? Donald. Not those kinds of fallen angels. Pardon me, not those kinds of fallen angels. Scrappy.
Fooey, I'm not afraid of any fallen angels. I'll give them a left and a right and a... What's a fallen angel?
No Love Live jokes. All of you shut the hell up right now.
I can't even make a Love Live joke.
That would, it would only come from me.
It's fine, I'll make a Final Fantasy VII joke.
A hologram of a normal...
Right.
A hologram of a normal angel appeared in the middle of the table. Gabriel.
Fallen angels are those who are punished. If an angel have... Okay. If an angel have committed bad deeds, that... Okay. They are expelled from heaven.
Eddie.
Like when Ari almost got me expelled from school. No, that's the other way around.
Harry smirked as Eddie glared at him. The angel hologram transformed into a swarm of fallen angels, like the angels from the first scene. Gabriel.
So, within their exile, the dark crimes transformed them into a fallen angel. What a tragic way to be punished.
Donald. Yeah, And some fallen angels can be punished angels, transformed into. Give me a moment. And some fallen angels can be punished angels, transformed into demons. Scrappy.
Oh, you mean ex-angel?
Greendale. Affirmative. And a, and a large band of those ex-angels are stealing the legend leaders from all over the world. Even Semya. How do you pronounce it? This sounds like a. Is this a biblical name?
Would be.
Samael.
Yes, Samael, yes, but Semyaza is new to me.
Sorry, let me try and find it. Semyaza?
Yeah, Semyaza.
Okay. It might have been made up. It might actually be out of the Torah.
Alright, the author did some research for this. Even Semyaza, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the leader of fallen angels himself has been abducted.
Just say
by them.
Lucifer. Like, come on.
Even so-and-so has been abducted by them. Jamal. Now why would they kidnap their own leader? Gabriel.
Because they do not worship him. In fact, they were never his followers. They were an independent gang that had existed and was destroyed before any of you were born. And there was only one... And there was
only one person.
And there was only...
Alright, take your time.
It's just... Okay. This isn't the author's fault. This isn't the author's fault. And there was only one person who'd lead those renegades back then, and it's and is still leading them today. The previous leader of the fallen angels, Samael. Okay, so it is a different person. I never read the books.
At this point, we're gonna find out that Lucifer is a wholly separate entity in this case. Like, there's 3 of them. So, a hologram of Sam appeared in the middle of the table. Miss Grimwood was in shock. Miss Grimwood.
Cameo? That's impossible.
Dracula. I'm sorry, Miss Grimwood, but it is true. Jacqueline looked at the hologram and recognized him. Jacqueline.
Hey, that's the man who took my father.
Greendale, that is correct. We've been chasing him all week, and we're always too late to stop him. When we found out his next target was going to be Spring-Heeled Jack, we asked some friends in Europe to allow my troop into Liverpool, but before we could pursue, they disappeared, along with Spring-Heeled. He turned to Jacqueline. We only had enough time to get you out of there. I'm sorry, Jackie. His father, who doesn't have a name, okay?
Why do we keep making this joke?
Fish man.
I'm pretty sure I actually started this joke.
Phantasma? No.
He did it. He said the line.
Say the line, Bard.
Samael is back. Wait. Samael's back, and he's out for revenge on all of us. Fantastic. Revenge? For what? I give up. We flash back to the interior of the council chamber of the lower level of Area 53 several years ago. All the members of the Legend Council are seated and talking amongst themselves. Okay, Dracula. Well, the Legend Council has been made to keep monsterdom balanced for centuries.
One monster.
Yes. Frankenstein's... I'm Frankenstein Sr. I guess they're just speaking over the flashback in this case. But there was one of us who did not agree to the terms, Samael. He claimed that everything around him was dark and unjust, just like him. Papa Werewolf.
Okay. Throughout the years he worked with us. I don't think that was right, but okay. He grew tired of keeping order in the usual manner. One day he demanded us to let him create his own kind of order.
The flashback continues, showing Samael and the other council members getting into an argument. You can see I'm done. Dracula. We knew that his vision would be unfair for all species, even his own. So when we refused, he left us. Samael walked roughly out of the chamber. Interior, domain of the fallen angels, still in the flashback. The domain of the fallen angels was a dark, cavernous kingdom, surrounded by lights of molten phosphorus. Fishfather.
Now you're not even speaking through the water.
No, I had water in my mouth, I just couldn't.
Yeah, you're not speaking through the water, you're speaking over it.
If we change the character's name to Fish Daddy, would you do it properly, or are you just going to completely skip it?
Fish Daddy, oh gosh.
Oh god.
So he returned to his Just make him sound like King Triton from The Little Mermaid.
King Neptune.
I wish I could do John O'Hurley's voice. So he returned to his domain to begin his vision. Like, what does a fish sound like when they talk?
Boop. Boop.
Yeah, glub glub. What he didn't know is that his notions had started But what he didn't know is that his notions had started a rebellion in his own realm. Their leader was Semyaga. Phantom Father. He asked the council to aid him in his desperation. So we accepted and led the rebellion to Samael's domain. Papa Werewolf.
We fought off his followers long and hard.
Gabriel.
Meanwhile, Semyaza and myself set off to the palace to confront Samael. The battle became so fierce. Samael was nearly victorious, but we had a plan. Semyaza had held Samael down for long enough for me to pull out what we called our secret weapon. That doesn't make it better.
Shut up, Joey.
Joey, it's gonna get worse.
Let me just read it. Let me just read it.
No, I'm reading now.
Just read it.
It's pronounced Longinus, mind you.
The most sacred weapon from the arsenal of angels, the spear of Longinus.
Yeah, with his long spear, he'd save the day. Yes, I am a mature individual.
The spear wasn't necessarily long, to be fair.
It just had a lengthy shaft.
God damn it.
Gabriel pulled out a thin black spear blade with a wide golden line circled around the middle with markings engraved into it. It started to grow light purple, so alright. And Gabriel speared it through Samael's chest. The light glowed so brightly, the battle outside came to a halt, for all participants could see it coming from the palace, like the beam of light. Then beams came out of the light and hit Samael's followers, turning them all to dust. Mr. Hyde. Samael perished that day. Dr. Jekyll. Is that me?
Yes.
Along with all of his followers. Dr. Griffin.
And how did some...
And that's how Samyaza became.
And that's how Samiza became leader of the Fallen Angels.
We're gonna like pronounce that character's name like differently every time. Like
Yeah, bro.
Samyaza, Samyaza, Samyaja, Samiza.
Steve!
The flashback ended. Baxter spoke.
Wait a minute. If Samael was destroyed, how is he kidnapping the council members? That sounds impossible.
Mommy, daddy. Shut up. That's the very thing we are trying to find out. But somehow, Samael has come back from beyond, along with his followers, and now he's out for revenge on us. Dr. Griffin.
And there's a problem that makes things much worse than it sounds. He knows everything about us. Where we live, our weaknesses, everyone. That's how he took the others out so easily.
Scrappy.
Oh, I get it. You brought us all here to hunt down those no-good fallen angels and splat them.
Greendale. That is a negative. I brought us all here as a favor to the last remaining council members, to bring their children to safety from those no-good angels. This is the safest place in the world for monsters, and no one, not even Samael, can get in. Oh gosh, Martian Father. Ah. He is right. He is right. The chances of being successful against Samael are insurmountable. So you are to remain here until this matter is settled. What the hell? Just, yeah, we're like I'm passing along all my roles next time.
Oh,
Until-
come on!
Thank you, Harry. Not that one.
Can it, pup? I want to go after those angels as much as you do, but we can't do anything about it.
Greendale. Affirmative. That's also why I asked Colonel Calloway and his cadets to come. The training he's put into these underage boys may be helpful if the enemy comes near the base. Do you think you are up to it, men? Calloway and the cadets saluted. Yes, sir! That's not what Jamal sounds like. Yes, sir. The girls began snickering and the cadets glared at them. Frankentine Sr. I forget what he said. Like, so do you promise not to leave the base to find Samael? Elsa. Sure thing, Dada. Isabella.
You bet we will. Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Canon. In character. Perfect. Winnie.
Of course.
And she howled. Phantasma. Oh gosh. Cross our heart and hope to be me. This is getting
Nice again.
ridiculous. Tannis.
Who's Tannis?
You're Tannis.
Yes, I am. We promise.
Goonie. Okay. Mary. Definitely. Godzina. Don't worry about it. This is getting ridiculous.
Yep.
Flawless transition into that voice, though.
Thank you. Jacqueline.
We can do that.
Asta. Rodney. Yes, sir. Donald. No problem. Eddie.
You can bet on us.
And Harry.
How much exactly?
Scrappy and Matches looked at each other with doubt. Scrappy.
Oh, alright.
And Matches growled.
Whatever.
Greendale. Good. That reminds me, I have some very important business back in Sector 8. Miss Grimwood, Colonel Calloway, I have an area for each of you. I have an area for each of you to do. Oh, okay. You're cleaning now, if you don't mind.
Sure
Colonel
thing.
Calloway. Thank you, Calloway. Miss Grimwood.
Okay. I'm... whatever. Oh, sure. I don't mind. What? Where did I pull that from? Oh, I don't mind.
Colonel Calloway's line above has the word sure in it, so you might have just gotten the words jumbled up. So...
Imagine being dyslexic. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, it couldn't be me either.
Oh, I didn't know.
ASMR with Scrappy.
This is like reverse ASMR.
It's just the innuendo extravaganza.
Greendale. Excellent. Now, boys, I leave the rest of the tour in your hands. Donald. Okay. Eddie.
Sure.
And Harry.
Alright.
And he began whispering.
Finally, we're left alone with the girls.
Rodney. Yes, sir, we can handle it. The children, the general, the colonel, and Miss Grimwood get up from their seats. Rodney looked at Sabella with interest. Count Dracula appeared behind him, talking to him over his shoulder. Oh, hold on. Dracula. Listen to me. Rodney, is it? If you put my little Sabella into any trouble, it'll be on your neck. Do I make myself clear? Oh, Rodney. As my entire body...
Tasty.
Tannis.
I always forget who Tannis is. I have to double check the thing every time. Okay!
So, Miss Grimwood.
The other line, Joey.
Oh! I mean, I'm dyslexic. Not even blaming the headshots anymore. Oh, Miss Grimwood, is it okay if we take matches?
Grimwood.
Of course, Tannis. Make sure he doesn't burn down anything.
Tannis.
Okay.
Matches smiled as he followed the children and Scrappy across one bridge, while the general, the colonel, Miss Grimwood, the octopus, Butler, and the floating hand crossed another bridge. Gabriel.
Good luck. And let's keep gratefulness in your
Misshapen.
misshapen souls.
That sounds like a diss.
It is.
Everyone except for the Legend Council members left the council chamber. Interior, hallway, lower levels of Area 53. Goodness gracious. The monster kids, the cadets, and their pets were walking through the hallway, and then stopped for a conversation. Isabella.
Do you believe it? About Samael returning for revenge?
Oh gosh, Mary. I am not quite certain, but with these occurring conditions, I submit that the impossibilities are concluded as irrelevant for what we know. Phantasma. Are you sure you're talking in Earth dialect? Grunt.
Why? Are you bothered by any of that? They said they haven't. They said they had everything under control.
Winnie.
Aren't you even worried? Our fathers are in danger and we're just gonna sit here and do nothing about it.
Jamal. Sorry, but we have orders, and Calloway cadets would never disobey orders. Harry.
Ah, forget orders. I'm gonna clip some anti-angel's wings.
Elsa. You said it. I'm not letting someone take my data. Tannis.
Hey, Greedy, we got to do something.
Oh my gosh, it's like a cutscene. It's like a pre-boss fight cutscene in an RPG. Everyone's got to get a word in. Scrappy.
Yeah, I say we find those fallen angels and show them who's boss.
Matches.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tug.
That's a negative. We were told not to go and attack the enemy. It's too dangerous. Griffin, you're in charge of this platoon. Griffin, you're in charge of this platoon. Talk some sense into them.
Rodney. You are absolutely right, Scrappy. Why, thank you, Rodney. Tug.
Affirmative. You should... Excuse me?
Scrappy.
I am?
Everyone looked at Rodney with expressions of confusion. Rodney. Sure. After I heard about the kidnappings, it made me very interested. So I decided to take things into my own see-through hands. The council asking for their daughter's safety here, Jacqueline's rescue, my attack on the cadets' military school. Everything has been coming together very nicely. Jacqueline.
Wait, you'd planned for all this?
Rodney. Yep. Harry.
So, all this time, you've been playing around and messing with us like the cruel piece of slime you are?
Harry
That's pretty
smirked.
sneaky of you.
Rodney. Thank you. Miguel. Oh gosh.
Now wait just a minute.
Donald got between Miguel and Rodney. Donald. Stand down, cadet. Miguel.
Why should I?
I've got 5 good reasons why. 1. Rodney's my best friend and I totally agree with him. 2. We are not soldiers, so you can't order us around. 3. You guys are our bodyguards, so you have to do what we say. 4. My father was taken too. You don't know what to... You don't want to know what... And you don't want to know what I can do. And 5. I'm the oldest. Jamal. Oh yeah? For how much? 100 years. The cadets and Scrappy looked at Donald with a look of surprise. Baxter.
By how much?
Donald. You heard me. I am 100 years older than any of you. Grunt.
Oh, come on. There's no way you're that.
Donald smirked at him.
You are.
Tug.
But how?
Rodney. Come, we'll show you. We'll explain everything when we get there. They continued to walk down the hallway. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure had been standing in a corner, listening to them. The figure walked away, without being noticed. Interior Council Chamber. The remaining members of the Legend Council are still discussing what to do about Samael. Papa Werewolf.
I'm going to check on the security to see if everything is okay.
Papa Werewolf got out of his seat and ran across one of the bridges to an entrance. As he stopped in front of the door, the door opened and gave him an expression of fear on his face. Okay. As he stopped in front of the door opened and an expression of fear crept on his face. The other council members suddenly heard a sound of someone getting hit. They quickly turned their heads to Papa Werewolf flying back straight towards them. As he landed and slid on the bridge, he forced his claws into it, slowing the speed at which he was traveling. It stopped right beside the others, out of their seats for FYI. They all looked to the bridge's entrance and saw Samael walking into the chamber. Expressions of fear
Dibs.
crept on their... Pardon?
Dibs.
Alright. Expressions of fear crept on their faces. Dracula. You! Samael.
Hello, my old friends. Now, let my return strike you all down for your foul deeds.
Samael smirked. Its fallen angel army suddenly appeared in the council chamber, outnumbering and surrounding the Legend Council. Gabriel softly spoke. The fallen angels raised their bows, pulled the flaming arrows on the strings, and fired them upon the council members. To be
To be
continued.
continued.
They're dead.
One of them is a ghost. They'll be fine.
They'll be dead.
It's super death.
Oh my god, if I die as a ghost, do I become a double ghost?
Sounds like a Gravity Falls joke.
Probably.
So, well,
It
I'm
might be.
well.
I only watched the show once, it was a good show, but like, fuck. It could actually be.
Well, I enjoyed chapters well enough. Some
Yeah.
typos aside.
A lot of this does kind of fly over my head because I don't really know like barely any of these characters. So
The only
I
one
know these
here I knew, outside of like some of the folklore characters, you know, the ones that are written down in major stories.
yeah,
The only one I recognized here was Scrappy Doo.
yeah, same.
Alright. I know the Scooby-Doo characters, I know the Grimwood characters, and I know the Angel characters.
Yeah, I mean it seems
Don't
decently
know
written from what I
most
can
of
tell.
the folklore stuff, though.
What'd you say, Harry?
So it seems decently written from what I can tell, but I barely know what's going on.
There's one or two issues with spelling and grammar, but that's not the author's fault.
Like, what is it like? It's Scrappy matches the cadets, Calloway, Miss Grimwood, and like her staff, and yeah, all 8 of those Grimwood students are like established characters. But like, got Xena, Goonie, and Mary showed up. They showed up at the tail end of Ghoul School and never spoke, so the author's basically just taking license with them.
Fair enough. Ghoul School's a really good movie. It does not hold up today anymore, but I like it.
I've never seen it.
Like, most stories kind of forget the other 3, so congratulations to the author for remembering them.
I actually rented it in 2019.
I'd
On
actually
Amazon.
never heard of it.
It was
And
like-
this is because I remember watching it a couple times on television because I'm old.
Yeah, it's a fun little ride. So most of the characters in this story are actually like they're canon. They exist in at least one prior Scooby-Doo work.
Well, yeah, wasn't there like only like one OC in this?
Like Jacqueline, her pet crab, and the 3/4 boys, Donald, Eddie/Harry, and Rodney.
To be
Yeah.
fair, the plot is actually solid. Even though I'm coming in from chapter 6.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, what? No, I don't do this with half of the storytime content. Just appear in a random chapter.
At least you came in at the start of this session.
I mean, this is also meant to be a stopgap, so
Yeah, like this is. I'm the only person who's been like in every session for this story. Like,
You're the only
The first-
person that's been in every session.
yeah, but specifically this like story arc, if we're gonna call it that. Like, I
yeah. If you're
did
gonna talk in general, then both me and Scrappy have been in every episode.
Imagine having a job.
I mean, I'm actually trying to do a freelance job, but it might work out. What was I gonna say?
Fair.
So yeah, I read the first session just by myself, and that was like the first episode of 2022. Because
Yeah.
what better way to ring in the new year than being by myself?
Over it.
Lonely.
And second session with this story, Savior came in and he handled Scrappy's voice and also did a very bang-up Phantasma. I might drag him in to be Phantasma again because I cannot do that voice to save my life.
That feel when Scrappy doesn't voice Scrappy.
Yeah, and I tried once here, and yeah, now you know why.
Yeah.
No, wait, I voiced him in the first session, of course, but it was
Oh god.
messy.
All right. Well, what's our plans now?
Sleep.
Yeah. I mean, that does sound good right about now, honestly.
Why would I
So-
sleep when I could have a 17-hour writing binge?
Gosh.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, wanna join us?
God.
So
So you
I'll
wanna-
say shit like this and I'll pass out in 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to kill your health?
What was I gonna say?
Harry.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I meant more specifically. Do you want to join in like killing your health, like with Joey? Because I know Joey just does this all the time.
Anyway,
Self-care is my bitch.
Oh god.
so what will we be doing next episode? I don't know, and it depends on who shows up.
I would like to finish future Mario Bros. But we'll see.
Well, that's dependent on whether Tanner pops into existence again, so
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be a while before.
yeah.
like we're about 1/3 of the way. Actually, we're over 1/3 of the way done with this story now. So we'll keep it running in the background for when we need a stopgap.
It does feel good to have chapters that don't take like 2 or 3 sessions.
I mean, hold that thought for when we resume my story.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you're invited to that raid, Aran, if you'd like. It's like there's enough characters for everyone.
I'm sure I'd be invited.
It doesn't matter if I'm invited or not. There's a chance I'll be there anyway.
You'll just appear like halfway.
So, yeah, you got any characters?
Yeah, you can be Perry the Parasol, because our original VA for that one retired.
Your
Are you
soul?
I
Super
I
Princess
thought
Peach?
you were kidding for a second, but
Yeah, I know. I knew who he was talking about. The parasol from, what was it, Super Princess Peach?
Uh,
I never played that game or watched
No.
anything of it.
I know like little bits of it, but you know.
I just know it has something to do with emotions.
Yeah.
well, Peach got a sentient parasol in that game, and he talks.
And there's something
He
about
never
a
showed up
vibe.
again, but
Something
he
about a vibe
talks.
sector.
Oh.
my
Shut up.
God,
Like they literally.
why is it canon?
I think was at the end they literally have some text saying like, "There's probably a vibe sector in your parents' room. Why didn't you go ask them?"
Yep.
What?
What?
This is a real thing.
Yes, this is a real thing.
God.
I think it is a Japanese translation
Probably.
and a bad one
Yeah.
with liberties.
Anyways, we're probably if Tanner shows up,
No.
if Tanner shows up, we will probably just finish Future Mario Brothers, and then after that, we will
die.
not do my Mario story immediately after because we don't want to just have 2 Mario stories back to back.
Right. Well,
So-
what would we be doing instead then? Because isn't Future Mario Bros. And your own like Mario story the only things that are ongoing right now? Like I think we've finished everything else besides like this story, but it's a stopgap. So
We either just do another session of this just to break it up, or we find a one shot.
right.
Like I could
what's up.
again, I could possibly finish my other love live. I could finish my other love live chapter by then. Maybe, probably not, but maybe.
Yeah, I need to get off my ass and start writing my like Toho fic. Oh, maybe one day.
Imagine writing.
Yeah.
Be us.
I guess in other news, like shameless plug, I guess, but depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might stream more Kirby. But if I'm like dying, then you probably won't hear from me that much. So we'll see what happens on that front.
Which Kirby?
Forgotten Land.
Oh.
Yeah, I would like to finish that before the end of next week, but yeah, if I wake up tomorrow and I'm just like dead, then yeah, that's not happening. That's all I've got though. Is there anything else? Because I feel like we're just sitting here right now.
We're just kind of sitting here.
Yeah, do we want to
We're wait-
just...
Everyone's waiting for me to say something, aren't they?
I mean, yeah, I kind of want us to just sign out at this point, because I do actually want to get to bed. I need some good rest.
You see, I
Mm,
chugged
yes,
an
I
energy
know.
drink so I could do one extra chapter, and now I'm going to be up till 7 in the morning.
Yeah,
so
have fun with that.
Good night, everyone.
Good morning.
Until next
Tell me I'm
time,
wrong. Do it.
So long.
Goodbye.
Farewell.
I'm going to sleep.